created your online course, where are you going to host it? Where are you going to put that course, and how are people going to access it, buy it and accessing? This is the subject around online course hosting. In my previous video, I broke down what those scary techie things were that everybody is so worried about when it comes to creating an online course. And there's about 6, so if you want to know those, pop back in and look at my previous videos. It's I'll talk about the scary techie stuff. Anyway, so one of those items is online course hosting. And so I want to go through a few of the options today to explain to you, just basically, so you understand that you have choices and just can be a bit more confident in making your choices. And my phone is still wobbling around. Must get a new stand. Okay, right. So the very basic way in which you can deliver an online course could be put your videos as unlisted YouTube videos and send the links to the videos out via email. That's okay as a freebie. It's okay if you're just getting started with a kind of a small taster course. But honestly, if you put a lot of effort into creating a course and you're charging people, a reasonable amount of money for it, then that's just not a very professional way to go about things. It's not reliable, it's not secure, people lose emails, they don't get delivered, they can finish up in junk, etc, etc. It's not really great. So that aside, yes, you can get started, and I'm always in favour of getting started, but it's not really that professional solution that you would want to be looking for. So anyway, there's 4 major ways in which you can host your online course. So I'm Susan Weeks, and I teach crafty, creative business owners how to create, launch and market an online course. Step by step, I guide you through your choices, and I also therefore teach you all the techie stuff. I absolutely do that here, and basically you can then confidently launch and market your online course faster and easier without the hassle and make money from it sooner. The whole point. What's going on with my phone stand again? Anyway, so your 4 choices with regards to course hosting. Ooh, there's Dawn there. Hiya, Dawn. Okay, so you may be thinking, well, Sue, I've got a website. Why would I need to look anywhere else? Well, your website will go into 2 different formats. You'll either have probably a WordPress website or one created on something like Wix or Weebly or Squarespace or some of the other kind of website builders. Right, so quite often people are attracted to those because they can get a good level of free account. But if you start wanting to put course modules on there and shopping carts and all that good stuff and protecting your content, is going to cost you. And so really there's no free way of doing this, but remember, building an online course is a business asset. You will need to make some investments, not only in time and effort, but in hosting and stuff like that, to produce a really professional business asset. Right, so your course hosting options, WordPress, we've gone through the non-WordPress. So WordPress, if you've got the WordPress skills and you're confident, yes, there are plugins for online courses on there. If you struggle and stumble around with WordPress, then you're going to have to pay somebody to add those modules into your website. And that's yet more stress and hassle, because you've then got to manage that project. Who the hell's going to do it for you? What do they know about courses? There's a load of business decisions behind all of that. You're just, again, making another hurdle for yourself on top of creating that course. So, yes, you could do. It's still going to cost you, and it's going to be, for lots of people, another technical hurdle to kind of get over. The longer you faff about and getting all of this sorted out and stumbling around on your own, the longer it takes you to get your course done, and the longer it is before you can actually start earning money from it, right? I can't be any more blunter than that, right? You could put your course on what's known as a course marketplace. So you may have heard of Udemy and Skillshare, and there's loads of others. There's a lot of kind of special ones. There's some especially for crafts, and it's called craft courses or something like that. Yes, you can use those as well. And this phone holder. Yeah, so you are therefore putting your content up onto that marketplace. They market the existence of their marketplace, and you get a proceeds, you know, a kind of a commission. People pay Udemy, and then you get paid from Udemy. They can be good, as again, a good way of getting started. I wouldn't put my kind of big bestest course on there. You have very little control over price. You have very little contact with the people who buy your courses. So as an ongoing business development tool, it can be quite limited. But again, some people have done very well. Yeah, I know course creators who've done very well by putting their course on Udemy. It's been sold at a cheap price, but lots of people have bought it. So again, a choice. It's not something it's something that could be an addition. So once you've got your course running in where you've hosted it, you could put it on there as an alternative, you know, as an additional place. But the thing I want to really focus in on today is what we would call a course hosting platform. So the course hosting platform gives you everything that you need, or it should do, everything that you need to host and manage and sell your online course. And so everything's all in one. It's separate from your website, which can actually be a good thing. You don't have to worry about any of the security, for example. You don't have to worry about managing and hosting all of that content. So I've been working in technology for 30 odd years. I've got all the technical skills that anybody could possibly want. I don't put my courses on my website. I just can't be bothered messing around. I use a course hosting platform, and I use one of the major ones, and I use Teachable, okay? Because I don't want to be messing around building all of that stuff. I just want to go ahead and set up my Teachable school, make the decisions there, and then upload my content in there. Done. It's far easier. So I'm really into using a course hosting platform. There we are, some could get. There are a good lot of choice, and something just to mention is sometimes people call them an LMS, a learning management system. That will take you down a whole another rabbit hole, because those are typically aimed at corporate environments where an organisation wants their employees to be able to access online learning. They're a different structure, and they're for a different job. So you as a small business owner, who's the sort of people I'm talking to, a learning management system is not really what you're looking for. You want a course hosting platform, all right? Okay, so I've just mentioned Teachable. Another kind of key global player is Thinkific, and Thinkific and Teachable are very similar. Then you've got a whole range of platforms with different features. Some are kind of more all-in-ones. Some are very basic, some are kind of expensive. So you'll hear a lot of the kind of gurus talk about, oh, well, we use Kajabi. Kajabi works out expensive, and I get quite frustrated when they are talking to kind of new, to new course creators, and they're saying, oh, well, what you need to do is use Kajabi. It's like $150, $200 a month, something like that. When you're getting started, you don't want to be paying that kind of money out. And the more kind of all-in-one and the more things there are with these, again, there's more things for you to learn before you actually just get started putting your course up there. And then I've got a friend who does very well putting their courses on a thing called Gumroad, which is really cheap and basic. So, you know, there's a big range there. I chose Teachable. The other things that you also have to think about when you're building an online course business is that creating a course is just the start, right? And you've got business decisions basically around your terms and conditions. What are you going to do about refunds? And what if you're doing online sessions and people don't turn up, or they're late, or a whole load of boundaries and decisions that you need to make about how you're going to run your online course. Are you selling to consumers or business? The rules are very different, certainly in the UK. The delivery practicalities, is it going to be, are you going to have live elements in there? Are you going to do it in kind of launches and what we call cohorts? So you kind of do it every 6 months and have like 20 or 30 people or however many, hundreds, joining all at once, so they all support each other. Is it going to be what we call evergreen, so that you put it for sale and it's always there and people can join as and when? You know, are you going to put some kind of online community in place? So there's those kind of business decisions as well, and that's where these course hosting platforms are really helpful as well. So let me just, I've got some notes here of course, let me just go through why I like Teachable. As with all of these things, there is different levels of account, and I recently upgraded to their Pro account, which is $99. I got a special offer, $99 a month, right? But there's Teachable have brought out a really good free level of account that you can get started with. You are paying transaction fees, and it's the so each time somebody buys your course, then you will pay a transaction fee when using the free account, which is fair enough. And also at the basic account, there's a 5% transaction fee. I kind of did the maths on the price of my courses and thought, right, if I go up to the Pro account, then I'm not paying transaction fees, and actually it's a better economic decision for me. One of the real strong points about Teachable and Thinkific is that videos are hosted, right? Whereas some of the cheaper ones are going, oh yeah, we've got all these things, but then you can't load up your course videos onto their platform. No, you have to put them on something like Vimeo, so then you're paying for video hosting elsewhere. Or again, you can use them unlisted on YouTube. I don't like the unlisted on YouTube approach. I prefer to have my videos safe and secure where I know where they are, because YouTube's not a video hosting platform, it's a video sharing platform, right? Anyway, so video hosting is included in Teachable. There's a whole load of stuff which helps you sell your course. So you can create sales pages with the checkout cart, and it's all customizable, but there's also enough rules in there so that you don't have to, you're not left wondering, how the hell am I going to sell all of this this stuff, where are all the rules? Because the minute you start looking at e-commerce and people being able to buy online, there are rules and regulations, and we've got the dreaded taxes as well, of course. So a lot of times you can find yourself getting having to pay or being charged sales tax as well, or VAT, right? So there's a whole load of rules there. Well, Teachable, they've got vast armies of people sorting all the different rules out from around the world, because, you know, we can sell our online course to anybody in the world, can't we? It's a global, we're in a global marketplace, and all the different global governments are all trying to now get in the act and think, oh yeah, let's get some tax from all these online courses that everybody's doing. Anyway, so you can collect your courses together and create packages. You can have order bumps, so that's the classic, oh, would you like fries with that in McDonald's, you know? So you're selling your main course and they may have something else that's relevant, or a worksheet or something for another 50 quid, you know, would you like to buy that as well? So that's what an order bump is. You do all of that. You can gather things together in packages as well, bundles, and sell maybe 3 things, and ultimately get a better, you know, higher volume, because people think, oh, that's a good deal, I'll buy those 3 courses, they're all related, and special offers. They process, there is a payment gateway called Teachable Payments that a number of countries can use, certainly in the UK, US, Canada, Australia, etc. A lot of European countries, we can use Teachable Payments, which means that it makes all the payment processing, they then use Stripe, it makes the payment processing easy. You're not having to worry about all the different rules and whatever to use Teachable Payments. They also, certainly at the pro level, you can do affiliate, pay for affiliates, so people can, you know, pay them a commission for generating sales of your course, so that's a handy thing to do. There's a really great course creator community within all of this as well, and they're split by the different levels. So if you're kind of just getting started, you're with the other people who are getting started. If you're a pro who kind of makes millions, you're in the special group with the pros who make millions, right? And so that's, again, more supportive. Right, and what else I mentioned? Oh yeah, Teachable also brought this ability to create what they call coaching packages. So you can, as well as creating, selling your online courses, you could add a coaching element to that. So a person then, that's one-to-one coaching. So you would then, they would sign up to your package. You may deliver some online, content with them, but then you can also manage different, they might have a weekly session with you going through whatever it is that you're guiding them through. That can all be organised and done within Teachable as well. So that again makes it's a real nice kind of professional way of doing these things, and that's included within the different levels. Yeah, and then talking about communities, you can, for an extra fee, they've integrated with one of these community platforms, and the one they use is called Circle. You can use that. This phone thing's driving me nuts. You can use that. That's an extra fee, an extra monthly fee. But what I've done is I've set up a community. I call it my course club room on Mighty Networks, which is a community platform, and I'm using just their free level account at the moment. And that's where I kind of post messages about my course and different links and all that kind of thing. So that's an experiment. Ultimately, the other thing that I've done with Teachable is you can put your course up there and then you can manually add people. So when I was kind of trying things out, I would send people an invoice, and it's a special deal, as they were just kind of doing, just getting used to trying some of my courses out, and then I could manually add them. So it's a really, really great load of functionality. It's all been built. You don't have to mess around. You just load your content up and then kind of work through the different sections. Really strong reporting aspects as well. I really like Teachable. And so therefore it's not surprising that my latest course that I've created and I'm just getting ready for sale is basically how to build your online course using Teachable. Because yes, all of these platforms do have their own kind of help, but it's help and not training. And I know some people have kind of struggled in the past. Again, it's like, oh God, it's another thing to try and work out on my own what to do. So again, my whole thing is I'm taking all that hassle away from you. So I've created a very practical course, and I take you step by step through the kind of general order. Let's get some course materials up there. This is all the aspects about sales, and these are all the aspects about managing your students and some of the kind of business decisions in there. So I'm going to be launching that. So it's build your online course using Teachable, and I'm going to be launching that for sale next week. And as with all of these things, I am going to offer the first 10 people for my kind of starting price of £99. So it may be that you're okay with all the kind of technical stuff of actually creating your course, but you've been wondering about where to put it all. So this is one aspect. I do have a bigger course, my Crafty Online Course Creation, which goes through the processes of creating, developing, actually filming, editing, all of the tech stuff, marketing and launching your course. That's a separate course altogether. And I will be launching that again in probably November, I should imagine. So that's £4.97 at the moment. But if you want to, particularly interested in, therefore, when I've created it, where you're going to put it all, then this Teachable course is a really great option. Because lots of people said to me, well, Sue, I'm fine with creating videos and I've been teaching something already, but they're still wondering, the big hurdle is, where do they put it? And they don't want to learn yet another new thing. So there we are, I'm taking all the struggle and learning curve away from you. Right, that's it from me today. So if you want to get on my newsletter, Crafty Course Chat, then that comes out fortnightly. I haven't done this week's yet. You can link in bio, that takes you to the sign up for that, and you also get the Crafty Online Course Creators Workbox, which helps you get started with an overall plan and a kind of a tech tools list and a checklist to keep you on the straight and narrow as well. So lots of help. I'm always happy to answer questions if you want to just drop me a DM. but the easiest way to get started is sign up for the workbox. And also, if you are interested in the teachable course that I'll be talking more about next week, then again, just drop me a DM and be one of those people who get in at the special price of £99. And there we are. Have a really great day, and anything at all that you want to know about online courses, I'm your woman. Catch you all later. Bye.